We're Gen X. We didn't have makeup tutorials growing up. We had Mary Kay salesmen, and then later we got a MAC counter, and we learned a few tricks from some drag queens. So a lot of us just never really got into the makeup. So if you are Gen X and you are just now learning this, or a boomer, because y'all are right there with us and maybe even a little worse off, I would love to show you the simplest, the cleanest, the easiest. I don't care how low maintenance you are, girl. You cannot screw this up. 4 products, clean up your whole face. Let's go. We're going to use a cool matte setting powder. We're going to use a brow powder for a couple of different jobs. We're going to give our face a little bit of color with a warm matte powder. And then we're going to use a gloss for both lip color and cheek color. Let's start with the cool matte powder. I'm going to use this little finger puff, which is going to come with this set, by the way. I'm going to pick up some and I'm going to tap it off into the lid and just clean up under the eyes. Look at the magic. It's all I'm doing is tapping. There's no blending. There's no magic. There's no mystery. You should have well-prepped skin. It should be clean and moisturized, hydrated. And this powder is, I mean, it's a filter. Look what just happened to my face. Look what just happened to my face. I like to add a little bit right here because it literally conceals wrinkles in another person's eyes. I know you don't believe that, but you're watching it happen. And I'm going to take a little bit of that redness out of my chin. Then we're going to move to the warm matte powder, and this is going to be the color on our face. So we're highlighting our golden triangle right here, bringing this part of our face forward, and we're going to push everything back with a slightly darker color. It's also going to make us look like we got a little bit of sun. Okay, it's in here. There's no mystery. You can do this. All you got to do every now and then is tap it to make sure that it's flowing freely. And you're going to get a little bit of sun. And this color, these are the colors that I've been using on 90% of my clients. If you are 10 times paler than me, it's still going to work. If you are 10 shades darker than me, it's still going to work. Now we are going to use a little bit of this brow powder. I'm going to pick it up with a little bitty brush and pop it into the lid. And we're just going to give our brows a little bit of definition, and you may not even need this part, but I want to make sure that it is covered for those of you like me who have basically invisible brows. This powder can also be used as an eyeshadow. It's a beautiful crease color. It is also a cool sculpting powder. So if you have places on your face that you want to sculpt, you can do that too. So that one is a little heavier than the other one. I usually just go in and match them up to the heavier one because it's easier to add than it is to take off. And oftentimes more is just better. And then we are going to take a lip gloss and shine up the lips. I've used this one on every client for the last 25 years as a professional makeup artist. And you can add lip liner to this. You can put a color under it if you need more depth, but it is the absolute magic, perfect color for basically everything. It's a perfect topper. It works well on its own. It works beautifully on the cheeks as a blush. I'm going to need more on that side. And we're going to tap that in. And I will tell you that if you're thinking, well, gosh, there's no eye makeup, the thing that makes your eyes stand out the most is a clean face. Look what just happened to my eyes. There's no mascara. I didn't even put a crease color on. I didn't do anything to push my hooded eyes back, but already my eyes are doing all the talking because my face is now cohesive, it's cleaned up, and it is supporting the golden triangle, which is the brows to the mouth. While this is a huge improvement and you could absolutely stop here, you can certainly add mascara. I'm going to leave off the mascara and I'm just going to do a little bit of work to my eyes. I'm going to go back to that powder and I'm going to just clean up the color in my brow up here. And I'm going to take a little bit of the redness out on my lids. And I'm going to take a little bit of the brow powder and go right into the crease and move that upward a little bit. One point of contact, backwards and forwards, move it up, 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 up until you just get a little bit of cleanup there so that this eye flesh kind of disappears. All using just these 4 products. We haven't added anything else. You can also use this brow powder to line your lips. It gives a really nice shadow effect. I'll go ahead and do that and show you what that's like. I should have done it before I put the gloss on. But because it's a cool sculpting powder also, it's going to do a great job of just adding this little shadow under there. You have to remember that you're the magician, so if you can see that little shadow, you have to remember nobody else can. It's only your magic trick. There you go. So, like, we can see it, but we can't see it. It's just 4 products. They are so easy to use, and they're available right here in my TikTok shop. You can click here. You're welcome.